Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday to you all. Hopefully your weeks are wrapping up nicely, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. This is quite a big release we have today because ENHYPEN are back with brand new music. Of course, it hasn't been that long since we've gotten new ENHYPEN music, considering their Dark Moon special album really was not that long ago. But brand new ENHYPEN release with a studio-length album, mind you. That's extremely exciting indeed, so we're going to be checking out everything. Just the title track for now. I think I'll go upload it, eat dinner, and then we'll do the rest of the album. And yes, I'm very excited for it. And Hyping for me, over the past year, have had a really good run. I really thoroughly enjoyed both Bite Me and Sweet Venom eras. And really, it's kind of been like my first proper foray into ENHYPEN over the last couple years or so. So I'm really starting to get involved with their music, get involved with the B-sides, really start to get a feel for what ENHYPEN bring to the table. And the fact that, we've got a studio-length album to check out, that means plenty of new music, and I'm very excited for that. But we have to check out the title track, XO, so that's what we're going to do today. Here we go! Rightio, XO parentheses only if you say yes, end parentheses. Very long title, but also comes with a very long MV. Wonder if we're going to get some story involved with it. I also don't know if this is going to connect to any other Dark Moon stuff or not, but we're just going to send it because it's brand new music, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing the guys again. So,
가위바위보 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 예!
No!
내가 오늘 고백하고 올게.
Sunhoon, that was kind of adorable.
뭐냐?
Oh my god.
진짜.
나 먼저 간다.
Oh. Oh, that's a cool effect. Cool synthesizer. Hold on a second. It's definitely not as punchy as Sweet Venom was off rip. It's a lot more of a chilled backbeat. Really interesting that there's a lot of like wall pedal action going on. Cinematic break. There's some timey-wimey stuff happening too. We may listen to this song again on the album listen, just so we don't get the cinematic breaks. Talk about a huge flourish there, oh my goodness. That came up out of nowhere. Would you kiss me? Would you hug me? Who hasn't had the urge to snack on sliced bread in the kitchen, on the floor, in the middle of the night? I know for a fact I have when I was in undergrad. Yeah, we'll for sure listen to this song again on the album listen, just so we can get a proper feel of it, but and then we don't get a little break, we just go straight into the release here, which doesn't have like a big release moment until we get to here. It's certainly very different. It's certainly very different indeed.
오형이 좀 각자 취향이 좀 있긴
내가 오형이 그렇긴 해.
난 그런 거 스케이트는
Y'all better get that car moving now. Okay, there is some timey-wimey stuff happening. Oh. You know what? This song's very different. I'm trying to think back on their most recent discography and like what order we had. So we had Sweet Venom last time around, which had a nice snappy, almost funky kick to it. Bite Me beforehand it was a more kind of elegant song, but the song had a decent amount of pace behind it. And then what came before that? Was like Paradox Invasion and Pass the Mic before that? You know what? Here, let me pull up Spotify real quick. Oh, it's right here. Move that to the second screen and the ENHYPEN. And we had Dark Moon, of course. Sweet Venom. Yep. A whole bunch of stuff. Bite Me. A whole bunch of singles, and then it was Pass the Mic and Paradox Invasion before then. Huh. So ENHYPEN in their Korean releases, and then it was Tame Dash before then. So we've had some pretty kind of high intensity title tracks in consecutive releases so far. And admittedly, Bite Me isn't like the most intense song in the world, but the speed and the kind of smoothness makes up for it. And then having Sweet Venom with that funkier beat. Again, not like a super intense fast song, but definitely makes up for it in the energy department. EXO takes a really different direction because it's almost mysterious. It's really got an air of mystery behind it, and I kind of like it. Would I have preferred something a little bit more high energy? Perhaps a little bit, because I am kind of associated and hyping with a little bit more of a faster type of beat when it comes to their music. But this EXO on its own, admittedly, the MV helps a lot, but there is a really cool kind of air of mystery to this song that really works for me. And interestingly, it's another song that's got vocal chop like digital modifying in the vocal line. And I say that because Dreamcatcher's most recent title also had something similar with like a vocal chop / phaser effect on the held notes in the chorus. That's cool. And they did put the like Dark Moon icon at the end, so perhaps it does have something to do with connecting that world. Maybe it's just to show that this is what ENHYPEN have been doing in terms of projects. I don't know, but the concept of Dark Moon with this song definitely works. It's like the visual elements and having the supernatural stuff going on. It does check out if you've read the webtoon. It does check out. I mean, the abilities aren't exactly the same, but the concept is still there, right? The song itself, though, let's talk about the song itself, if I can find where it starts. I think it's Pool Scene. The way that synthesizer starts a song is so interesting to me. Because it's a synthesizer sound that I'm not really used to hearing come out of the K-pop scene. And I love a really good synthesizer part in a song, whether it is like a proper synth pop, whether it's retro 80s inspired, whether it's something entirely different. I think the synthesizer is such a cool instrument because you can use so much with it, right? But this specific type and sound of synthesizer, I have not come across. Or at least, if I have, it's been a very long time since I have come across it. And it's really cool because it's got that kind of rubbery, elastic feeling to it, but it's also got a little bit of a vibrating feeling to it. And the fact that it's almost on its own with the reverb on it, you don't really know what direction the song's going to go yet. And I think that kind of, it builds up to that and adds up to that air of mystique kind of that the song has. And then now that we've got the song starting, and this being the kind of main hook, so to speak, super minimal instrumental section. You have the main beat, and you have the electric guitar, clean electric guitar that's got kind of a funk sound to it, funk rhythm to it. It's pushed back really far in the mix and toned down a little bit. So what really stands out in this section is vocals front and center and the beat front and center. That's it. And it almost makes it feel like, yes, the song has started, but it's going to, it's essentially telling you this is going to go somewhere, but we're not going to tell you where yet. And that's really cool. You don't want to reveal your hand right away, right? Even here, like we've got a little bit more of that wah pedal action going on in guitar, and I think there's a second guitar part, but it's still been mixed really far back in the song so that it really doesn't encroach into the vocal area at all. And the fact that, we're in the second half of verse 1 now, and it's still, the instrumental section is still being held back like that. Really interesting composition style. Bring it back to the hook. Kiss me, don't say no. And now that we have brought the hook back, the synthesizer that goes along with it is back, and that synthesizer naturally has that sharpness to it that'll cut through the song. And it's still doing the same thing of, if the vocal is there, the vocal is going to be front and center. Everything else is going to get pushed down a little bit. And perhaps there is some element of the cinematic creative liberties being taken here to, push the visual narrative rather than the musical narrative. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out when we do the album listen, but yeah, it's a very detailed song. And taking some composition styles that really kind of push what for me makes the supernatural meets mystery vibe, it really does it well. This one is a bit of a surprise for me. I don't know if I've said that before, or if I've said that verbatim, but there is genuinely something that's kind of tickling my ears in a really cool way. Maybe it is the whole kind of shock factor of, I started to find my comfort zone when it came to ENHYPEN with the past 2 releases, and now that this brand new era has come around and we've kind of removed ourselves from the comfort zone, I have to kind of relearn my ENHYPEN, so to speak. But as a title track, it's got me really intrigued as to what the rest of the album is going to be like. Because the title track and the B-sides, they're going to be somewhat related in some way, shape, and form. And I mean, last time when we checked out ENHYPEN with Dark Moon, of course it was going to be related because it's all part of the same overall artistic project. This one, though, there's only really one way to find out, and that's to check out the album. But yeah, my curiosity levels are very high for this album. But I'll get around to that after I eat dinner because I'm very hungry and it's been a long day. So thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, album listen, if it isn't out already, will be out later tonight for me or later today for you. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. But one last request from me today, let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.